Yo guys, welcome to another podcast. We've got some guests here today. Do you want to go around introducing yourself that way?
Hi, I'm Aaron.
I'm Waddle, back again.
I'm Anthony.
And today we're going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about football today. We all spot different clubs, well them two spot the same club. So we're going to discuss last season and we're going to discuss potentially next season. So yeah, so what team do you spot?
I support Chelsea. Come on the Blues.
Burnley fan.
Enough said.
Chelsea. You already said both of us support the same club, mate.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to go into like your both individual clubs last season. So who wants to go first?
We start with Chelsea since there's two of them.
I mean, out of them two want to go first.
Alright.
Right, go on. So,
begin last season. What were your initial impressions when Frank got appointed?
I thought he was going to struggle a little bit. Nothing against Frank Lampard. I think the state of the team, the quality wasn't there.
No.
I thought we were severely lacking up front. I mean, I know we had Giroud, we had Abraham coming through, but Abraham's not. I didn't think he was going to be reliable. He hasn't been that reliable this season.
Not proven in the Prem.
Had a good season in Championship though.
Yeah, we're good for Villa, weren't it?
Yeah, but Premier League and Championship is totally different, environment, isn't it? Really. And I thought defensively, and we have struggled a little bit this season.
Been shocking.
But to say that how we finished at the end of the season, he has done a tremendous job.
Well, it was that run before Christmas, wasn't it? That saw you into top
September to November.
Yeah. When you were just consistently like winning. You're on a really, really good run.
We won 6 in a row, didn't we? From September to November, and then again, just lack of consistency.
The only problem we've had is that I think there's most goals we've conceded in like the last decade or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's 53 goals this season.
So,
We are lacking.
Your back five's really weak. I think your back four and your goalkeeper.
The problem they have though is that they've got like you're playing Azpilicueta right back or centre back. So when you play a back four, you can't play Alonso as a left back. You have to play Emerson, and Emerson's not a great left back either. You've got like Zuma, Christensen are both lacklustre defenders. You've got basically your best two at back are Rudiger and Azpilicueta, and you're playing Azpilicueta up right over James.
I mean, the thing is, though, what we are lacking is pace. I mean, Alonso, no pace whatsoever. I mean, I know Zuma's alright, I like him. I like Zuma. I think he's a big physical presence at the back, but he's got no pace.
No.
And when you're playing a high line,
quick for his size.
For his size, he is, but he's still not compared to what you come up against.
I'd still say he's a liability. I'd still say him and Rudiger are both liabilities. Like
Rudiger
is because he's like
he's
phenomenal or he's dog shit. There's no in between.
I like Rudiger. I think he's alright. Rudiger.
Nah, I think he's fucking well inconsistent, but so is this Chelsea side has been inconsistent.
Yeah, you learn Azpilicueta all the time.
I just think we just lack, apart from Kante, we just lack a little bit of overall pace.
Yeah, but he's in your midfield as well. It's not like he doesn't really drop back, does he? Like, he wins the ball back,
but he presses the ball from the midfield. If it's going past him, he presses the ball.
I remember the first game of the season, it was against you when we beat you 4-0. All the goals came through off the top. Like it was Rashford
should have been a lot closer game.
Oh, yeah, obviously, because he missed a lot of chances. But Rashford's second goal, ball at the top from Pogba. Martial's goal, which is the easy ball into the box. But they weren't alert. Do you know what I mean? They weren't on it. That's why I think you need a world-class centre back. Someone who's
always signing Koulibaly, man.
He's 29
well, I don't understand this.
You know what I mean?
What I don't understand is we've got a buyback clause on Nathan Ake.
Why not?
No.
40 million.
Yeah,
he's a natural.
That's why City bid 41. Because because if they'd have bid 40, then you'd have got first choice on him. They bid 41, then it's up to the government.
Yeah, but we still haven't gone for him anyway.
Yeah.
He's a natural left-footed centre half. He's got decent pace on him. He can play out from the back. I just don't understand why we're not going for Nathan Ake. Yeah. Just don't get it.
So to move on the conversation, Chelsea. Let's move on to just before and after lockdown. What were your overall impressions before lockdown were hitting, and then obviously after the coronavirus situation hit, and before coming back into the season? What was it?
I think we did fucking phenomenal coming back. I thought our midfield had suffered because Covert went out with an injury, came back. I think he's been Chelsea's best player.
I think Coventry's been
absolutely phenomenal. 40 million, what a fucking steal. What is his dribble rate taken? It's like nearly 80% or something. He's fucking well good. I love him.
He's a good ball carrier as well.
Yeah, of course he is. Takes it forward. Him and Jorginho, they've got a well good communication.
The problem is Jorginho is probably the slowest player I've ever seen.
I know. He's not used to the tempo of the Prem. Like
It's the second season in Prem though. Should be used to it. It should be a lot fitter than anywhere.
I don't think he's going to stay. No,
really?
Not at Chelsea. I don't think so.
Me personally, I think before the virus hit, you were flying. And coming back in season, I think you really struggled. Like to get
took some big wins though.
Games against
Since
Sheffield.
you got sponsored by 3.
I mean, we were just inconsistent, weren't we? We were just inconsistent.
It was games against the West Ham, Sheffield United, what cost you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you could have been easily finishing third. Like, I know we'll go on to my team later on.
I don't know.
But
Leicester.
No, I think
if Leicester weren't, if we didn't have the lockdown and the break, I think Leicester would have, their form would have continued.
But Leicester were dropping off before the break.
They dropped off a bit, but they wouldn't dropped off as much as they had. And they had a few injuries.
Yeah, I get that, but Chelsea's form and the quality players they've got, they should have been third.
They should have been getting third, yeah.
And like I said, we're going to my team in a bit, but we shouldn't have got third, you know what I mean? It's Leicester and Chelsea's like inconsistencies that led us back into the race, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So that's where they need to, like, the goalkeeper, a centre back, and a left back.
You desperately need a goalkeeper. Like, you're able to go. You want Pope, but we value him 50 million. I value him about 100, so you're not getting him.
I don't want Pope.
I don't think you should go. You're a joke.
I would take that.
No, he is. Realistically, he is. His age. It's his age.
He's young for a goalkeeper.
28.
28. Yeah.
That's
he's still got ages yet.
I mean, if he kept himself in prime condition, he's got another 12 years.
Yeah. Like I listened to Peter Crouch after the Liverpool game. And he said like he's the best goalkeeper he's ever seen. Like training and stuff, pulls out some of it.
It's full of limbs, isn't he? That's all he is.
But that's what you want for a goalkeeper. Like Kepa is one of the most error prone goalkeepers. He's scared of the ball.
He doesn't dive.
He don't command his box at all.
Whereas if they got Nick Pope, even if it were for like 50 million and sold Kepa for a cut price, you're still getting what 7 years out of him.
Yeah, but I don't think. No, I mean, all due respect to Nick Pope, I think he's a fantastic shot stopper. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. I think he's had a phenomenal season. But does he fit Chelsea's way of playing?
But playing out from back.
No, it doesn't suit it.
But you're number one though, isn't it? You know what I mean? So that's why he's at number one for England.
Should be though.
It doesn't suit playing out from the back.
But you have to Jan Oblak as well, and you don't play out from the back.
No, I don't know
how we're gonna like fucking balance our books out because we're spending so much.
But you saved so much.
I suppose, and that's in January.
How much? Like you got the new sponsorship by 3. You got your Nike kit deal. That's more money. Champions League football, third. You got
100 million euros last season for Hazard.
There you go as well. More than that.
And to be fair, we haven't been spending in previous transfer windows.
Yeah,
in
January. I was surprised we didn't buy.
The only thing you've done is 40 million, really, isn't it? 40 million. Then you've got Werner 53. Who do you want? Ziyech for 30. So you haven't spent that much in the grand scheme of things.
I suppose.
So on the topic of Nick Pope, we'll move on to your team.
Yes. We've had a great season.
They're the biggest team on the
Honestly, right. But when we started the season, we started the season so badly. Like I think the first 8 games, I can't remember what we're on, what points wise we're on, but the amount of people I heard saying Dark Out was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but every season you always start shit. And you always
no, we don't.
Last season you started shit and sent it on for Christmas.
Yeah, but that was because we had Joart in there.
Oh yeah.
That's just solely his fault. Like he was the worst goalkeeper on the planet. He's worse than Kepa, which I never thought I'd say that about Kepa.
I disagree with that.
What? That he's the worst goalkeeper on the planet?
Yeah.
Why do you think he's?
Kepa.
No, he's worse.
Really?
Kepa's got the worst save percentage in the top in the league.
Is it 50 plus or 49?
I don't know, but
Mad.
People disrespect Joe. You forget how good he was.
Good he was.
No, I think
Tyrone failed.
Yeah, but that's just because he was low in confidence. I think with the manager behind him, he'll be like a really good.
Didn't Joe go to West Ham at one point?
Yes, and we absolutely thrashed him 3-0.
And he was still crap at West Ham.
Yeah, and then he nearly got us relegated. But anyway, now saying Dark Child at the beginning of the season, I was worried. I was like, please don't let him, because if he leaves, we're down, we're gone, dead and buried. He still might go.
Dash is like God.
He is. He's got a pub. He has a pub named after him. That's how good he is.
The Royal Dash.
He's a shithole, but he's a legend. Right. But honestly, we turned it around. So like the form, when Wood and Barnes both got injured, I thought, J-Rod hitting that worldie. I've watched that goal against United at Old Trafford so many times. It's unreal. Like first time we've won.
I didn't even watch it live.
I don't know, pissed it all. Literally, like we've pulled out some absolute worldly results this season. Yes, we got battered by City, and like worst result of the season for me were 3-0 away at Sheffield United. It was when Lee Smooth says get you 3 assists, you know you've done something wrong.
I think your best result were at Crystal Palace, knowing you had all them injuries after lockdown.
Oh,
then Mee scored that header. I think that was your best result for me personally.
Yeah,
like
considering we had 2 goalkeepers on bench and a load of youth players, and we had like 2 first teamers, which were Kevin Long and like Robbie Brady on bench. Like that were it. That's all we had.
You know you're up shit creek without a paddle when you've got Kevin Long.
I think he's played and he's done well back end of season. Like we scraped through a little bit, even though we were safe, and I thought we were pushing for Europe. But I really didn't want Europe.
You haven't got a squad.
No. That's why I didn't want Sheffield United to get Europe either, because I thought if they go in there, they'll get absolutely ruined and go down. Like when Wigan that won FA Cup or something like that, and they got relegated.
City.
Like they'd have just done that, and I don't want that. I didn't want that for us. Like when we went to Europa League, that was the worst thing that's ever happened to Burnley, but best at the same time. Sing about going on a European tour and then go to Aberdeen. I remember we got to Olympiacos, and I was literally in Greece when we were playing them away. Oh no, when we played them at home. Sat there next to Olympiacos fan, he's taking a piss out of me, and I was like,
how many did they put past you?
At home, it were either 2-1 or 3-1 at home, and it was 1 all the way, 2-1 away, something like that. Weren't great, but who cares?
Not terrible though.
No, but
like obviously we're going to talk about the top 6 in a bit, and like that's mainly our clubs. Obviously your club isn't going to be in the top 6 next season.
But listen, you don't know that. Anything is possible.
Hey,
you don't know that.
Listen, but are Burnley in your top 6?
Well, no.
Are Burnley in your top 6? They're not in my top 6, right? For next season. Right, what do you see?
We're going to win league. No, I'm joking.
Like, what do you need? Because I know you've got a very thin squad.
Because we've let go. Hendrick's gone. Joe Hart's gone. Lennon's gone. Leadskins, that stupid goalkeeper, he's gone.
You let a lot of people go.
We have
a lot of first teamers as well.
We've got 2 goalkeepers are fine, because I think even if we lose Port, we've got Peacock Farrell. I think he's very good goalkeeper.
He's good him.
We need to sell Matt Lawton because his legs are gone. Phil Bardsley's outperforming him, and he's 37, I think. 36, 37. No, he's old. He's old, mate. He dyes his hair black. That's how old he is. Like, he's performing. He's literally been one of our best players this season. He's so class. He's a shithouse, and he's Burnley Football Club personified. Right? We've got Tarkowski and me.
When you're knocking away Rainey out his kitchen floor,
exactly. We could do with investing in a centre back, like go to like a Brentford and just grab.
Really? What about Tark and me? I think now
No, we need one. Because Tarkowski's going at some point. If it's not this season, it's next season. Ben Mee's legs will fall off next season. Kevin Long he's Kevin Long. I don't need to say anymore. We need a backup. Charlie Taylor, we're set with him for the next 4 years unless he does literally get 2-footed in knee. We're fine with that. No, it's true though, isn't it? He'll be fine. He's a quality left back. We're a world class right back away from him.
He's going to be fine unless he gets twatted.
Well, pretty much. Yeah, but it's like one of them, isn't it? He can be the best player on the planet and then just get absolutely ruined. But we need a right midfielder because Johan Gudmundsson can't stay fit, and now we've lost Hendrick. Playing Brownhill up right is not a good idea.
No.
Westwood, best centre mid at Prem. Don't at me. Jack Cork's legs will again fall off. He's like 32, 33. He's slowing down a lot, so we need another backup. Brownhill's a good partner for Westwood, but we need another. We need an attacking midfielder, really.
Creative midfielder. You know what Stephen Defoe was meant to be.
What he was.
But he didn't. He was too injured prone.
Yeah, but I disagree with you. I don't think he needs.
But I changed location because it was raining, so.
It's not raining anymore.
It's not raining anymore.
Tyrone's scared of the mud.
Yeah, I know. Right, wait. Oh yeah, we're talking about Burnley, weren't we?
Yes.
We're on the topic of a creative
midfielder. To be fair, I actually thought Johan were going to be like that, Gudmundsson. Thought we were going to be like our attacking midfielder. What you smiling at now?
I love how he says his first name like he knows him.
Yeah.
Johan.
What?
Because that remedy.
You call Fred.
Because you hate him.
Anyway,
Fred.
We do need an attacking midfielder. I don't know who we're going to get, and don't you dare say Lingard because he's awful.
But you're joking, mate. Finish the season with a flourish.
What about the young lads at Bournemouth who've just gone down? David Brooks.
I think he's a top 6 player.
He's a really good player, David Brooks. Really good player.
Yeah, but he does need another chance at like a lower Premier League club and then jump straight up. You can't just go to a big team
like a Brighton.
Well, yeah, someone like that. Although I think they're going to be really good. Like,
Brighton.
yeah, I think they've got a great manager in Potter who's going to like send them up. Like,
Lamptey's alright, yeah. Lamptey from Chelsea. He's not bad.
Who?
Lamptey at Brighton, he's on loan at Brighton for Chelsea.
Oh, the right back.
Little lad, yeah.
But,
Alright.
Who else?
Yeah, he's always small, isn't he?
So you had Bournemouth went down, didn't they?
Norwich went down.
Right, Norwich.
Norwich
What about
Bournemouth.
Cantwell? Cantwell from Norwich.
I said I'd want Todd. I'd go in for Todd Cantwell or Buendia because they can play on the right or attacking midfield.
I think that Todd Cantwell's your typical Burnley sort of.
I don't think he'd work hard enough though, unless that. I think it'd be good for him to move to Burnley because he'd get another crack at Premier League and he'd learn work ethic under Darch.
And he's got slightly more creativity than your current midfielders.
A lot more creativity than our midfield.
I think Dwight McNeil's a good. He plays on the left, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's all because he whips crosses in. He don't cut inside. He just runs down the line, takes people on, absolutely mugs up every player he sees, and then just whips ball in. That's basically what he does. Like what he does.
Right.
Doing saying he's in the top 6 for like dribbles completed in the Premier League.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
So suck yourself.
I think he's good.
He's
Suck
quality.
it, bitch.
Yeah, we could do with like I wouldn't mind Ollie Watkins. Said today 18 million from Brentford. That's what he's allowed to leave for. So if we get him for 18 million, him and one of Wood, Barnes, J-Rod up front, sell one of them, probably Vidra.
I think J-Rod's your best striker, to be honest.
At the minute he is, but that's because we've had injuries and I think Wood's underrated.
I think the problem with Burnley is it's this like stubbornness to always keep going with this 4-4-2, and it works.
No, it works. It keeps us in the league.
It works, but to play like that, you can't have an out-and-out creative midfielder.
You have to have a solid centre mid.
It's got to be a solid centre mid.
Which is why I'd have hard work. Like I'd rather have like wingers that can drop back and work hard and win the ball, along with the centre mids, and then give it to the wingers to progress everything.
Right.
To progress everything, like the wingers do all the progression. Like when Jack Cork's carrying your midfield, you know you've got a problem. Like he's the one that's like against like City on opening game. I know we got like thrashed, but still he was the one doing everything. He was progressing the ball. We need hard working centre mids and wingers, like which is why I won't mind a Cantwell.
I like him, Campbell.
I like Brownhill since we signed him. He's been really good. Like his work ethics, I didn't think he'd be up to speed like he were in that like couple of months. What were it? Three months.
Yeah.
We were off.
But he's got because of all the injuries, he's got a solid run of games now. So he's getting used to the physicality and the speed of the Premier League. So
he's got the height. I think he were in the top. Him and Westwood were in the top 6, top 5 for distance covered since the restart. Like just running the socks off and like we just need to start filling like I said before. We need a right back, right mid, back up centre mid, and probably another striker, and then let one of them go. And I think
Vidra, he's got to go. He's got to go.
I think it's time for Barnes to go. To be honest.
Yeah.
Move on from, but he's too old now. He's getting on. I'd rather keep Vidra for the different type of player and get rid of. I like Barnes. Don't get me wrong, but
I think he's keep Barnes.
I'm one of the people that wanted to keep Sam Vokes, and we let him go and we improved. Like let Barnes go and we'll improve. He's too injury prone now. He's old, 32.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No, I still think he's
injuries
a decent backup striker for you.
Yeah, but we've got Wood and we've got Rodriguez. Get another one in and Vidra.
No, Vidra needs to go. He doesn't suit your system.
He doesn't, but he's a different type of player. He can play on the right or he can play up front.
No, he needs to go.
I think
with how rigid, it's such a rigid system. Burnley, they do not deviate from that system.
Which is why I want an Ollie Watkins because he's quick, he works hard, he's good at pressing, and he's fast. Like he suits our style of play, but he's got other things to bring to the game.
I always thought Matty Vidra offered you a different route. Do you know what I mean? When he comes
up,
he's quicker in the behind.
Like him and J-Rod up front, we're doing really well together. Like him and Wood together, to be fair, we're doing really well. Like because they're different type. Like we've got Little and Launch, like with Weddings and Vokes. It's that sort of dynamic. I know he's not as good, but that's the dynamic we wanted.
I just think he needs to go.
No, I'd personally keep him for now, unless I'll give him one more chance, and if not, then just get rid. But should we move on to United? Now let's slate them.
If you want.
Come on, Mr. 2022.
What?
Winning a title in 2022, yeah, alright.
If he gets backed properly, yeah.
Not a chance.
No, it's going to be at least another 10
I
years.
respect your
Definitely
opinion,
10 years.
It's not wrong.
I respect your
Maybe
opinion,
not so
but it's
long,
wrong.
but it's going to be a while.
It is going to
2
be
to
a
5
long
years
time. It's going to be a long time for you to get your hands
I
on
was
that
gassing
trophy
outside.
again.
It's going to be between 2 and 5 years until we win the league.
No, longer.
A lot longer.
I respect your opinion.
Should we talk?
Lampard and Arteta have a much higher chance of winning the league than Ole.
Louis
United.
Van Gaal, a good manager, but didn't win the league, so it doesn't matter what manager you want. It depends on your resource you've got. So.
But no, like I said outside, when the camera died.
Oh, I'm sorry, right? I just realised what Anthony just said.
Yeah.
Arsenal not got a better chance of winning the league than we have. I'm sorry.
He's a better manager.
Doesn't fuck. Jose Mourinho's a better manager than Ole, but he's not going to fucking win the league with Spurs.
It was a better manager.
I think this is Arsenal's chance to start looking.
Building.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Arsenal have got a disadvantage like we have. The owners are shit and they don't back them. Where that's why they're not going to win the league. But I think we are restructuring behind the closed doors. We're going in the right direction.
You're never ever gonna get a balanced squad at United.
Too many personalities.
Right? Dictating from the top.
He doesn't dictate though.
It's such an egotistical team.
Beginning of the season, it was well documented that Woodward's took a step back from the transfers now. It's Matt Judge and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They're doing the two things. I'm feeling.
It's not balanced.
Should we talk about the season instead of talking about how shit United are?
Feeling from
No, I think we should continue to talk about how shit United are.
Should we give it
I know you're about Mac feeling.
Mac Feeling used to be Celtic's Ferguson's number 2.
Yeah, it's about feeling from Curry.
Yeah, that's serial killer.
I don't want Curry.
No, I don't want.
Pat feeling.
Right, so what do you think of the season then?
What before, like the beginning?
We'll start at the beginning.
We started off well, but there was like issues from the beginning.
Did you?
Yes.
I don't know. The opening game was good.
The first 3 games.
Everyone want to talk about you getting relegated.
But even
before Christmas.
Yeah. But even I said at the beginning, our midfield.
It's been a long season, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah, our midfield was not good enough because I think we were starting with Fred, Pereira, and
Fred actually had a really good start to the season.
90% of the season. So I think we played 90%. I think before Christmas, our midfield was McTominay, Fred, and Pereira, and
Pereira is one of the worst players I've ever seen.
We had the worst midfield.
Genuinely.
I think he's called Andy Peters. Really, he's not Brazilian. He's not Brazilian. Yeah, but even against Chelsea, there was that we were getting battled in the midfield, and you could tell the midfield at the beginning of the season was the worst area, and we've fixed that.
Yeah, because you had Pogba who didn't want the ball, you had Matic whose legs had fell off.
Pogba wasn't playing.
No, but he did at the start of the season.
He had 2 games and he got injured.
And then you had Jesse Lingard. Did Lingard even play?
Lingard hasn't really played this season.
No,
played a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, but you had a lot of their midfield just didn't want the ball.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, right? Fred. I don't get
was good. He was good at the start of the season.
He's been very good this season.
I don't.
When Matic come into the team, and Pogba and Bruno,
he's not good enough.
I don't understand why is he called Fred? He's Brazilian. That's not a Brazilian.
Yeah, they had a Brazilian striker called Fred.
Is it like Fred or something like that?
He's called Fred. That's how you pronounce it. He's called Fred something. Yeah, but he had an interview saying how do you pronounce it? He says French.
French.
Like French,
but French. But French. Yeah.
French.
Yeah.
Right.
People slate him before like.
How much you pay for him?
I think it's because he spent so much.
It was 50, weren't it? 52.
It was 45, 40.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought we were a bit higher than that.
Yeah, I thought it was.
But like
I
said, we only bought him because Man City wanted him.
We said this earlier.
Yeah, we did.
All you do is buy players because other people want them.
Under Mourinho, but we don't do that now. That's what I'm saying.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
You're going in for that Torres that City have just signed.
So?
But
again, we'd have signed him.
Anybody who City wants to sign, they sign. He did it with Sanchez, right? He did it with Fred.
Under Mourinho. Both of them.
He's still United though, at core of everything.
Still United.
No, he's not.
It is.
It's instilled in that club.
Exactly, was United. We don't do that anymore.
It's an obsession.
It's a different for direction.
It is an obsession.
It's not an obsession.
It's an obsession.
It's not an obsession.
It is.
You just don't watch United enough to know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what we bought this season. Harry Maguire.
Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
I like him.
Wan-Bissaka,
Yeah.
so do I.
He's alright.
A year ago, we don't.
alright.
Well, sorry,
Dan
a year
James.
ago. Before Ali, we wouldn't have gone for Maguire. We wouldn't have gone for Wan-Bissaka. We'd have gone for proven, older, like
Jerome Boateng.
Exactly. We were linked with him.
Jan Vertonghen.
Under Mourinho.
Alderweireld.
That's under Mourinho. That's who we were linked with.
Alderweireld,
Under Mourinho, we were linked with all 3 of them. But when we haven't, we're actually buying people who's going to improve us, not people who's going to improve us for the short term. That's how it is. Like, I think we conceded 50.
He's been alright, to be fair.
Yeah, for long term though.
Oh, not for long term, no.
Yeah, but he's a backup striker. He plays in the cups. He's got like 5 goals in 5 starts. You can't knock it.
Against who?
Norwich. Scored against Wolves.
That's say something to be fair. Wolves have been fucking alright at the back.
He's good. He's effective. what he comes on to do. But who else we bought? I'll talk about Bruno in a bit, but I don't want to,
To be fair,
wank myself off too much.
Two player at month since it's signed in January.
Ronaldo dives. Well.
Don't call him a diver. It's just one time it happened.
Nah, he is a bit of a fucking diva, but like he is a phenomenal player. I can't deny it.
Yeah, but
his fucking eyes.
What I like about him is
he's a leader.
He's so creative on the ball, right? But he's hard working off the ball.
Yeah, he's very.
That's one thing that got put at him before he came to United. It's like he hard work.
I think that's why I don't like him as a person, because I can't stand arrogance. But he's earned it, to be fair. Like he came in like looking like he's going to be top dog straight away, and he proved it. He fucking proved it.
He shows a lot when United spent 3 or 4 years trying to find a person to build to help Pogba, and now we're not even speaking about Pogba anymore because it brings him into game. Pogba's not having to do as much anymore.
But as well, someone who's helped it a lot since the restart with Matic. Like he's been dictating the play so much. Like he holds the ball, and he'll spread it to players he needs to, and then Bruno will do the rest.
Matic is very.
You don't need to be.
Matic is very good. But he's getting to that age now where like he's really like it'd be good.
And you've given him a 3-year contract.
Yeah, but it'd be a good second option to
I think he's.
I thought it was anyway out.
No, it were.
I think if we brought in a Thomas Partey, and I'd like.
He's 28.
So what? Matic is 33.
Still though. Yeah, but you keep saying about within 5 years we'll win the league.
Matic.
Surely you want a Declan Rice you can build the team with, who can grow with the players.
I'd take him.
I think he's progressed a lot this season.
I'd rather get Ndidi than him.
Oh, yeah, of course you would, but it's just like I'm just saying.
He's not of that quality. You know what I mean? I mean, Chelsea want to buy Rice and convert him into a centre back.
That's Frank Lampard.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So
we're gonna have an all-English squad one day. Look at it, honestly.
It's just yeah, but I think.
Yeah, but he used to be a Chelsea youth team player, didn't he?
Yeah, best mates with Mason Mount as well.
I think we had a shit start to the season. But I think as the season progressed, like I'd say up to Christmas time, when people started to come, when Rashford came back from injury and Pogba came back from injury, then we started to kick on. Because I think the first 4 months of the season we were running with I think we had 6 or 7 injuries, and we had Andreas Pereira playing on right wing, we had Dan James playing on left wing. So you know what I mean? It's like
I don't even think Dan James was that bad. Remember,
he hasn't. He's
cut his arm into him.
For 15 million, he's a decent squad player. You know what I mean?
Does he count as homegrown because he's a Welsh? Or?
Yeah,
I
British.
think so. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that was a decent signing, to be honest.
Right. So your prediction is now, but Man United are going to win the league in 2022. Right. So in order to get to that position, then, what is it that you think you guys need?
What is in the positions we need to invest in? A centre back, a centre defensive midfielder, and maybe another striker.
What do you think? You're going to do about goalkeeper?
I'm going to say goalkeeper as well.
Do you reckon De Gea, you'd win it with De Gea or not? I don't think your backup goalkeeper's bad at all.
Romero's very good.
He's alright,
yeah. Even if you keep Romero's back up and bring Henderson
I think they need to make a decision De Gea, because I think De Gea is suffering from a lack of confidence. I don't think he's declining. I just think he's got no confidence at all. I think you need to back him or get rid of him.
How are you going to back him though? He's only just signed a deal a year and a half ago.
Yeah, but you've got a problem here, don't you? Because
he's on so much money.
He's on 300k a week, and it's like.
But at the time, you had to give him it.
Yeah, because he was best goalkeeper on planet.
But you've got a massive problem now, because if you go to sell De Gea, right, his wage demands are going to be
too high.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to outprice most clubs.
It's like an Ozil situation, isn't it?
Yeah. Plus, then you've got Henderson, who's probably good enough to take #1 spot.
Yeah.
Right. Who's actively seeking to move away.
Grow with the team.
Yeah.
But he said he won't take a new contract and take #2.
But you've also got Romero, who's probably looking for more first team football.
He's 35.
Romero's even openly said that he's okay.
How old is he, Romero?
34, 35. Yeah. He's openly come out and said he's okay being second fiddle.
That's a weird mentality to have, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I get that.
United. Back end of his career. Lee Grant's there.
Yeah, he's number 3. He's been back end of his career now, so it's.
And even Lee Grant's when he signed, he said he's there for experience and to help him grow.
I think United out of the top 6, maybe top 3, top 4. I think what they lack, what other teams have, is squad depth. And I think if you see our first team to our second team, there's a massive drop off in quality.
Yeah.
And I think to even challenge the title, I think we need to start investing in
when you back up centre back, when you who are you starting? Lindelof and Maguire. Bailly's not bad, but then you've got
needs to go. Lindelof needs to go.
Then you've got Phil Jones.
He's not even a backup.
Twanzebe is actually.
Twanzebe is very good. I just think he's injury prone. That's all.
Yeah.
Fossey Mensah's not there.
I thought he would be really good at one point. I would have took him at Burnley, but he's dropped Fossey Mensah. He's dropped off so much.
Because he doesn't play, and he's been.
But even when he's gone out on loan,
he was injured for 18
so
months,
bad. He went to Palace and he was awful.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
He was dreadful. Like
Yeah,
many players that have done that from United.
Yeah.
I just think we're starting to buy in. Like we need to like address these key areas. We need another centre back to Park Maguire. We need a defensive midfielder to replace Matic, and we need, I'd say, another striker.
Right winger.
Yeah.
Obviously Sancho.
And then when you start investing in these players, and then you start getting that squad depth then, because Sancho on the right, you got Mason Greenwood to come on through if you need to. That centre back you buy if he's injured, you've got Lindelof and Tuanzebe. I know they're not as quality, but they're good squad depth to have. You know what I mean? But it's that's what you need. That's what Liverpool have.
As long as you've got your left back covered as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Brandon Williams and
Shaw.
And you've got Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. I know Dalot's not great, but it's depth. You know what I mean? It's depth.
It is depth. It's weird when you look at City. I know they don't have much centre back depth that are decent because they've got Otamendi and Storms, and then who is it, Laporte and Garcia as well.
I think that though is a really, really key point.
What?
As for why United at the moment aren't quite there, and it's because of that lack of squad depth.
Because if you get that one injury, it just ruins it.
I think if you compare it to Liverpool, for example, the squad depth.
They're
there.
insane.
City, the squad depth and the quality's there. Chelsea, to an extent,
I think now
there.
You've invested in Ziyech and stuff because if Werner's injured, you've got Giroud and Tammy.
Yeah,
you've got them two qualities. But I said this season you didn't have the depth, but now you do. But I think when I said that we're winning the league in 2022, I said if we get the right players in, then maybe. I just
still don't think it's. I don't think you'll win a league with Ole. I really don't.
No.
Like I said, I think it all depends on the system and the players you've got. And people have even said beginning of the season, Rashford kept us where. I think Rashford's been our player of the season this year. I think he's kept us where he was banging.
What, better than Bruno?
I don't think you can count Bruno. He's only been there half a season.
Yeah, but what he's done in half a season.
I get that, but Rashford.
He basically carried you to the Champions League.
Rashford carried Ole for the first 6 months of the season.
But the thing is though, if you're looking to win the league as soon as 2022, I think Man United have got to start developing a winning mentality.
I agree.
That means they need to get a cup win.
That's why I said,
if they win Europa League,
I said to you, we need to go for this Europa League.
They need to win it.
I said to you when we got knocked out to Chelsea, that was a big because these players are all young. They need to start experiencing.
If they win something, they get that mentality of like.
I think one of the second youngest. I think the second youngest team in the league, and I think once they start getting that appetite to winning trophies, that's when
behind Chelsea.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's when that's when you start gaining the momentum. Because I think people can ban. I think we've got the quality to do that. I think attacking wise, we've got the quality to challenge, but I just think you've got to get that hunger and that experience to learn how to challenge. You know what I mean? Because these players have never gone a full season, 38-game season, where they've consistently push City and Liverpool.
How do you reckon you'd stand up against Inter? Because it's probably going to come up against you and Inter.
I think it'd be a good game. I think it'd be close, to be honest. Because I think Inter
actually will get a brace.
It's the opposite way. They're defensive, we're just direct. So I think it'd be a good match-up because
I just see it. Do you know what I see it is? I
still think we can get a result though.
All I see it as 0-0 up until about 70th minute, and then it's just pure. All you get on is your quick players. It's counter-attacking football. Really? Yeah. Either 0-0 it's going to be like 4-4.
I think
because they are too hard.
I think now we're getting this reputation of free flow. I know it's not City level, but we play a free flowing football now, and I think we can give them. I think there is. I'd back United to get a 1-0 or something against Inter.
Lautaro Martinez, Lukaku.
This is what it comes down to. I think Inter, when you look at it on paper, have got a much more balanced squad.
Yeah, I've got a balanced squad. But like I said, I still think the direction we're going, I
also don't think we Inter they'd be able. They've got two great centre backs and a goalkeeper, but they're like full backs and their midfield isn't as they can't deal with the pace that United have. If you've got Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno, Dan James, even if he comes on running at you, I just don't think they've got a chance, really. And they will be relying on the two centre backs and goalkeeper then, or Martinez, Lukaku, Eriksen, to do an absolute job on that back line, who are shaky at times. You've got Maguire, who's a good goalkeeper.
I think it's a good matchup though for Maguire, because I think Lukaku isn't quick. He's just strong. I think
he's got a lot. I know he's got pace, but I think he's got a lot slimmer than he were at United.
I think Lukaku's the type of striker that Harry Maguire likes to play against, where people like Jamie Vardy and Aubameyang. That's why he struggles. You saw a goal against Tottenham, didn't you? Against Bergwijn when he just ran past him. I think these big, tall centre backs is what Maguire played. Again, I think it was Chelsea beginning of the season. He just dealt with Tammy.
Tammy's not strong enough.
No, he's not. He's
for his height as
skin and
well.
bone. Yeah.
Holy
He's
shit.
6'3"
You think
and
he's going
he's
for heads in that,
lanky.
he gets
He's like a
knocked him
Peter
out.
Crouch.
Yeah.
Lanky.
I mean, even with Kane, he's done numbers on Kane this season.
But he's a poacher in himself.
But it's just like, I think these bigger strikers, I think that's where I back Maguire more than if, say, if we played like a, for example, Monaco, when you've got a Ben Yedder, he's a quick nippy player, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
True.
so we'll move on to like our top 6 predictions. I know our camera's dying, so we'll quickly move on to our own top 6. So
Top 6, bottom 3.
yeah. So do you want to go first? So
Sure.
do you want to go bottom? Do you want to go to bottom 3 and top 6, or top 6 and bottom 3?
I'll do my top 6. I've got my
Are you going 5th? Are you going 6th for first or first?
first 6. So it'll be, I reckon, Liverpool, City,
Yep.
Chelsea,
Yep.
United, Arsenal,
Tottenham. Oh no.
Wolves.
Yeah.
I say Wolves.
Yeah, I don't think Tottenham will be strong again. I think they'll drop off a lot. Bottom 3, I think it's going to be Villa, West Brom, and I hate Leeds, so they're going 20th. They have to go 20th.
Spoiler alert, them are 20th.
I don't think they'll
Yeah.
do bad. I don't think they'll do bad at all.
I don't think they do a bit bad under Bielsa unless it goes Barca, which are the rumours.
Well, yeah, Messi wants him at Barca, doesn't he?
What's your top 6, Anthony?
City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, and Wolves or Leicester.
I forgot about Leicester.
But I'd say United, Wolves, and Leicester toss up between those 3.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough. I
It's going to be a
think,
good battle again.
but I don't know. It's tough to think, especially like I don't know if we're going to find our feet. I don't know if United are going to just fucking blow everyone away.
Right, go on then, your bottom 3 with Anthony.
Bottom 3, Villa, West Brom, and Burnley. I'm not joking.
Not Fulham.
Maybe Fulham, yeah. I do want to see Fulham play though.
Top 6.
Right, top 6 for me is going to be Liverpool, Chelsea, City. I think United will be in there, Arsenal, and I'm going to go with Wolves.
Is that in order?
Yes.
You think Chelsea will come second?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm putting my neck on the
Save your
line.
opinions for next
You lie,
season.
you've got us in now.
Save your opinions.
Chelsea are going to come second.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3, Fulham are going to go down, Villa definitely going to go down, and I think West Brom are going to struggle as well.
Yeah.
Sound.
My top 6 is going to be City, they're going first. Liverpool are going to come second. United are going to come third. Chelsea will be 4th.
What?
Fuck out
You've got to remember, he's delusional. We've established
We've established this
Yeah.
as delusional, yeah.
Spurs 6th, and Spurs 5th, and Wolves 6th.
You've really lost your head now. Carry on.
Oh, either way. Wolves 5th,
So where's
6th,
Arsenal?
7th. I don't think they're good enough.
Not think they're good enough to get ahead of Spurs.
You're mad.
Oh my
Get out
god.
of here.
And I think bottom 3 is going to be Villa, Fulham, and West Brom.
Agreed.
Theme going around.
Right, fantastic.
Thank you
wait.
for
Outro, let him do an outro. quick.
Alright.
Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this like different type of content.
Disjointed content.
Yeah, this like
today.
glitchy content
What
in
are leaving in
different
the fucking
locations.
video?
Well, I think it's been
Yeah.
absolutely fabulous. You've had some of the best people, best punditry going.
Right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in a bit.
Right.
Hiya.